All right, here guys and gals. So what is the Freelancing Nation guided training all about here? So back when I started about 6 years ago with the business and entrepreneurship overall, about 4 of those years I spent just jumping from business to business, whether if it be Shopify, Amazon, whatever the heck it was. And I was just making no money whatsoever, having no success, just wasting a lot of time and going through the notions, constantly just having the same thing happen over and over again. It wasn't until about 2 years ago when I found freelancing. I found this site called Legit, and with that site I was able to actually make a freelancing business out of it to today anyways. Now, back when I first started, I had absolutely no clue on anything that I was doing with the freelancing whatsoever because I had taken no previous trainings. I didn't really know anything about freelancing whatsoever. So what I went ahead and did was I kind of changed up my game a little bit. I kind of went through with this one a little bit different than the businesses that I've tried beforehand. And I actually went and started to follow along with the people who were high performers in the niche that I wanted to get into. And I started really deep diving, breaking down every single thing that they were doing to become successful. And I really discovered that there were a few core things that they were doing. So one of those things was going to be their sales copy. So how they actually wrote their sales page and were able to present it to a potential customer, right? Another one was the imagery that they were doing. So like their design work, their thumbnails, their design work on their images within their sales page, and various things such as that they were doing to make them stand out a little bit more from the other people on the marketplace as well, right? Selling the same things. Also as well, I noticed that a lot of them were actually showing off their face so that a customer could actually see who's behind the brand, behind the service that they're selling, and be able to put a face with that business, right? Now, some of them did have logos as well, but most of them had their faces on there. So also as well, what a lot of them had were actual groups that their customers could go and become a part of and ask questions about the services that they offer, and then a place where they're able to also get value from you as well and be promoted to as well, especially when you have discounts and deals and things like that, right? I noticed that all of them had that. What I did notice as well is that they were also consistent as possible when going and promoting, rather if it's free or paid ways, rather if it's in Facebook groups, rather if it was on forums, rather whatever the case may be, they were consistent with their promoting, and a lot of people therefore went and remembered their face or name, right? So when you put all these things together, you're really able to get some great results, and that's where I'm kind of at my point. So I wanted to put something together like this guided course is, and I wanted to be able to get some other people who were kind of in my same position to be able to start to break out and actually getting them some sort of success, because I know how it was back then. It sucked and I hated it so much. It took so much time and so many years and countless hours. And I hate it when I see other people like that who are in that same position. So I wanted to do something about it. I wanted to create this for those types of people and anybody else who may be in some sort of same position, right? So what is it that actually guided stands for, right? So guided stands for, the G anyways, stands for guided step-by-step help. So throughout this entire course, you're actually going to have a over-the-shoulder look on exactly me going through the breakdown on how to go and find a niche, how to go and actually set up your sales page, how to go and actually like promote your services as well, along with going and creating your group, going and doing everything we just talked about. Everything is over the shoulder guided just for you, because I wanted to make it as step-by-step as possible, so that way no matter if you're a beginner or you know something already about the freelancing space, I wanted to be able to give you exactly what you needed to know and how the best way to go about it is. So the U is going to stand for universal. And what that means is that this training is universal based. It's for any freelancing marketplace that you can think of. Now, it is all based off of Legit because that is where I basically sell off of, but these same processes and methods can be applied to any freelancing site across the board. So the I is going to stand for identify, which what this means is that we're going to be going over various ways to be able to go and identify the niche that you are actually interested in. I don't know how many people I know who are in a niche where they're just like not really into the niche. You know, they don't really have an actual passion for it. They don't actually want to go and sell in that niche. And it makes no sense to me because there's so many niches out there that you can sell in and that have traffic. It's just the means of actually going and finding the right one. So I wanted to lay out various ways that you could go and potentially find this for yourself, right? So the D is going to stand for Done For You templates. So with this whole entire thing, like I said above, there's actually going to be templates where you're literally going to be able to copy and paste what I currently use in my own business, rather if it's for your sales page, rather if it's for being able to communicate correctly with customers, no matter if it's being able to go and track all your orders so that way you can systemize it and that way you can have something to be able to look off of and keep everything in order. I wanted to be able to give you various templates that are just like these. That way I could help you as much as I possibly could with this entire thing. And that way it's not just a training alone. You know, I have the mastermind and also all these templates to just be able to give you. And that's really what I wanted just to be able to give you. So the E is going to be expansion. So the expansion of your services is a huge thing as well, because even though you can definitely see some success with your single service that you're selling at the beginning, there's still various ways that you can go and combine multiple services together and just various ways that you can go and make more money from customers that you already have. So just like those ones that will be in your group, you'll be able to resell them more services that they would actually be interested in because they've already bought from you before. So it's much easier to sell to a customer who's already purchased from you than it is to go and sell to somebody who doesn't know you at all and doesn't trust you at all. It's just much easier, so it makes a lot of sense. Now, the last D is going to be for dedicated to your success. Now, here's something that I know from a lot of different courses out there and a lot of different trainings, that the teacher isn't always like, you know, always there and always willing to be available and always willing to answer questions. I noticed that so many times because I've been through a lot of trainings and I've been through a lot of courses in my day, and I really wanted to make sure and hone down on that to where if you have any type of questions, if you have anything that may be wrong with like the training or anything that you think that you may need a little bit more advice on, I want to be able to be there for you, because again, it's so important to be able to have that connection with somebody who's already in the business that you're wanting to get into, which is this freelancing, you know, who's already been through a lot of the notions, a lot of the testing, and a lot of the hardships that you had to go through and all of that sort of thing. Just to be able to have access to somebody like that is freaking important. And I wanted to be able to be as transparent as possible and help out as much as I could. So I'm really dedicated to you being successful. I honestly love being able to see that other people are becoming successful because of something that I've done for them or I've been able to teach them or anything like that. I honestly love training. That's just been a passion of my own for my entire life. I can't tell you how long I wanted to be a teacher. I even thought of going to school for it, but it made a lot more sense for me just to do it here, right? So with all of that being said though, again, I promise you, if you are taking action on what I'm teaching here and you're going and being consistent as possible and you're going and constantly becoming better and better and better and better, you will see results. I can promise you that. You will see results. It's just bound to happen. Again, though, it's the whole entire thing of taking action and being consistent. And that's what I know you can do. It is possible for you to do it. I was able to do it. You could do it. I've seen so many other people do it. So with that being said, though, if you are on this page right now, you already know that I'm going to be giving away this course for absolutely free today. All you got to do is jump into the Freelancing Mastermind for that $27 today, and then $27 every 30 days after that, and you'll get access for the rest of your life. Now, I'm not going to go back over exactly what all was in that mastermind like I did above, but if you stay consistent and you keep taking that action, you will definitely be making multiple ROI on that $27 per month, and you will learn a whole lot along the way as well. So with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the Freelancing Nation Mastermind, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say about the guided step-by-step help training as well. So with that being said though, I'll see you in those, and I'll catch you next time.